Here we go, Cody Miller. We'd like to welcome our next finalist, Cody Miller, from HW Pastures. HW Pastures is a livestock breeding and finishing operation located in Hedgesville, West Virginia. They sell their products direct to consumer, on the farm, and at the Martinsburg Farmers Market, as well as through local retail outlets. They offer beef and hog shares, goat and lamb by the cut, chicken, rabbit, eggs, and raw Jersey milk. They also support your canine companion with delicious and nutritious dog treats made from the organs and discarded pieces from their meat stock. Ladies and gentlemen, Cody Miller.
Hello, my name is Cody Miller. My business is HW Pastures, and I'm extremely proud to represent the ag community tonight as the first farmer to be a finalist in this competition. Now, judges, I'm not one to try to bamboozle you with flashy graphics on the screen. Instead, I want to take this opportunity to have a meaningful impact on everybody here listening by asking one simple question. Do you have a farm? Now, most people, you have your favorite hairdresser, you have your tax professional, your personal trainer. But let me tell you, what you put in your bodies and what you feed your children is perhaps the second most important decision that you make on a daily basis. The first being the decision to follow Christ. The problem is, since the last agricultural revolution, we've learned to trust a system that does not deserve to be trusted. It's filled our grocery stores with bioengineered abominations and highly processed concoctions, while we suffer from the highest rates of chronic disease ever in history. It's created a divide between real farmers and the communities that they strive to support. The average age farmer in this country is now over 60 years old. We've lost 7% of farms in the last 5 years, including thousands of acres in Berkeley County alone. And your average steak, it travels over 1,500 miles just to reach your dinner plate. I'm sorry, I'm working on this clicker. There we go. Sorry about that, losing time. Your average steak travels over 1,500 miles to reach your dinner plate. But since 2020, there's been a shift in the market. Customers are now looking for local producers that they can actually trust. And HW Pastures is spearpointing the way forward. We offer no compromises and no shortcuts. All of our livestock are pasture-raised, pasture-finished, using regenerative practices that not only produce healthy animals, but actually build soil for our future generations of farmers. And with the exception of our broiler chickens, all of our meat stock are born on our farm. Being a breeder finisher is the only way we can guarantee that our products are hormone-free, vaccine-free, and antibiotic-free. And raised on pastures that are herbicide, insecticide, fungicide, and pesticide-free. We don't even use synthetic fertilizers. Our cows, goats, and lambs are raised completely grain-free, while our chicken's pasture diet is supplemented with a custom feed mix that we developed that's GMO-free, soy-free, and corn-free. Again, no compromises, no shortcuts. Judges, if you pick me as your winner, that money will not only have a significant impact on my business, it will be felt by our community. The mobile market that I'm building, we'll get to it, will not only present my products well, it will allow me to boost the other local producers that I work with so that we can reach the people that so desperately need access to clean, healthy foods. So I ask you tonight, do you have a farm? Thank you. And any questions?
In creating in Berkeley County within the first year or within the first 5 years?
So the jobs on my farm are going to be limited right now to family and what we can afford. But what we are doing is I work with other producers around the area. I've mentored other up-and-coming farmers. I'm probably the only competitor tonight that actually wants competition in my industry because I believe that we need more food producers in this area. So there's a couple of people that I have mentored that have actually started farming operations and are doing well. So it depends on that.
So, Drew Johnson here. First of all, thanks for your passion. To say that our food industry is broken is probably the biggest understatement of the evening. However, to feel and see the passion of somebody's doing what you're doing is very important. It's very special.
Thank you.
As a guy that owns a restaurant, I understand how difficult it is and the fluctuating food prices. Is there anything that people like you can do to help bring food prices down to a reasonable spot? And I understand that you're just one guy and you're just a very small thing and they're a big problem. But how can you help locally, the food trucks, the restaurants? I'm not talking about the Applebee's and the Outbacks and stuff, the local people. How can you help?
Yeah, so let me tell you, what I can do for local restaurants is far more limiting than what I can do for local consumers. Some of the things we do at the Martinsburg Farmers Market, for instance, they accept your SNAP dollars. And a lot of people don't know this. You can turn in your EBT dollars at up to $30 a week. And that market will triple or even quadruple that money. So if they give $30, they'll get $30 of market bucks to put towards meat, eggs, protein. And they'll get $60 to put towards fruits, vegetables, all that. And if they're a senior, they'll get an additional $30 to put into it. So that's part of what we're doing is getting into these markets and to be able to support everybody around. The other thing that we're doing personally, I see the issues that we have. We live within a quarter mile of a large population of people who are in need. So this month alone, we're donating close to $3,000 worth of product to the rescue mission to make sure that people have meals. It's everything we do is about our community, and as you said, I have a lot of passion. I left a very high-paying career to do this because sometimes when God speaks to you, you have to listen. And I believe that I'm fulfilling a need for this community right here.
Being that you're not using the industry standard fertilizers and things like that, how much does climate impact what you do on the farm?
Everything on the farm is seasonal, so we work with nature. What we've done is we turn away from modern industrial practices and we go back to God's design. So we trust that when we need rain, we're going to have rain. The seasons, the winters actually help. Snowfall provides a lot of natural nitrogen for our soil that we don't have to supplement with synthetic chemicals. And then it puts even the bug life and everything through the natural cycle, and that aids us. And I'm sorry, I know I lost some time there, but when I talk about regenerative agriculture, what we're focusing on is soil life. And the more live microbes and fungi in the soil, the more growth we get, and then the more livestock that we can run on it. And then we simulate natural systems by rotating our livestock so we can get our production up to industrial standards without the need for all those chemical inputs.